Hi, everybody. Happy 2023, January 6th, in case you need it for verification. How is everybody today? That was a was and an is together. Came out, I don't know, wasies. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great New Year's in wherever situation you're in. I hope it was good. And mine was really good this year. I had Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, of course, with my daughter and her family, which is the one with the 6 kids. And they're about a quarter of a mile from me. And so we just had a great time. I always spend the night. And the kids started asking me about a week before Christmas, Grandma, you're going to spend the night on Christmas Eve? I said, of course I am. And they're like, yay. They ask, but they know what the answer is because they wouldn't expect anything different. I've been doing it for about 20 years since my youngest granddaughter was a year or two old. Our oldest granddaughter was a year or two old, and she's 21 now. So been doing it for quite a while. And I kind of started it as a tradition because my mother and father lived about an hour and a half from me, and they came up every year for Christmas. And they would spend the night, and we had our little traditions that we did, and then we wrapped presents, and then we went to bed. Santa came, we got up the next morning and enjoyed our Christmas together. And so I had a lot of fun with that, and so I just kind of duplicated it with my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter had 2 children, but she was in and out of a divorce, and it was just awkward. So, and then she moved in with my youngest daughter for a couple of years. Anyway, transitions. But anyway, I've done it with my youngest since the beginning, and my daughter cannot possibly duplicate that. She's going to have to come up with something else because she has 6 children and 5 of them are girls. So I don't know what she's going to do. We'll see. Anyway, it was a fun time. The kids had fun. They're getting older now. Actually, they're thinking about for next year, maybe just doing 2 or 3 gifts for each other and then taking a trip somewhere together. Like we live in Southern California and the mountains are about an hour and a half, 2 hours from us. And they can go up there and they can stay for the weekend, rent skis and have a great time because the kids aren't in need of a lot. And so they could make new memories. And I think that's a great idea. And as the family grows, they can continue that. And if there's no snow, they can always go to Mammoth or somewhere there. So I think that's a great idea. I hope they do that next year. It'd be great. I don't know what I'll do, but it'd be great for them. And actually what she was talking about doing, now that I think about that, was having Christmas and having like 2 or 3 presents per child. And then the rest of the trip would be, the rest of their Christmas presents. And they would do that maybe like on New Year's or something like that. So I would probably still be there for Christmas. So there's that. New Year's I spent quiet and had a nice time. And I spent it with a neighbor of mine and kind of one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today. And so we watched a movie and had some snacks and things and watched the ball drop. And then I think we actually watched another movie before we ended up the evening. So it was a good evening. New Year's Day was quiet. When do you take Christmas down? That seems to be a good question this year that I never thought much about. My mother always took Christmas down New Year's Day. My youngest daughter takes Christmas down December 26th. She's like, I've had enough. The tree's starting to die and she's ready to take it down. I have other friends that say Christmas is not over until January 7th, 6th or 7th, somewhere in there. And so they leave it up until then. But it's been like a whole month. And I'm kind of ready to get back to my normal. So in here, in my ladies' room, the living room, it's usually kind of untouched for the most part. I guess that's old school. I love it in here. And I need to come in here more and enjoy it, like with my coffee in the morning or something, because I really enjoy it. So I might start doing that. But I do have Christmas around here that I have to box up and put in boxes, but in the rest of the house, it's all gone. I brought it in here, which is where the boxes are. And then my dining room table, in case you can see that, it's a mess right now because I have been using this as my office. And so I've got a lot of notes and different things that I was taking here and different types of things that were going on. And so I have to prioritize those and put those away. And my office was such a mess, there was no way I could work in there. So now I've got the bedroom clean, the bathroom clean, the family room clean, the spare bedroom is always clean. Both bathrooms are clean and the kitchen's clean and my office is half cleaned. I've got half of my desk cleaned off. I still have to do the other side. The rest of it is fine because it's a laundry room / office. So this is the only room left and I have to put Christmas away and I have to organize my table. So that's where I am. So how are you in your organization for January? Do you have any new goals or things you want to do in the year or in January? Getting your things organized and put away, and when do you put Christmas away and why? Be kind of curious to find out that. So that would be fun. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and I feel awkward doing this because we're all in the state of going through our time of separation from our loved one and being together. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen me on there with a gentleman a couple of times. And so I wanted to touch base on that. And I don't expect you to agree or disagree with me because I don't know where I am in all of it, but I do know that for a long time after my husband passed away, he's been gone 4 years next month. And I still have my times. And from what I hear from other people, they will always be there. The times. We'll still have a moment, but it won't be like it was or is in the beginning. And for me, it lasted about 2 years. I have a good friend in our Facebook group for widows that she said it lasted about 2 years for her as well. And this was her second marriage. So anyway, this gentleman, and his name is Bob, so I will refer to him as Bob. And he lives behind me. And I met him about 1.5 years ago because he was asking me about my program. And I want to talk to you about that before I let go today as well. So I'll just share a little bit and then talk about that before I let you go. So I met him about 1.5 years ago. And he said, and he had a lady that he lived with for 10 years, and she passed away 5 years ago, this past August. So, and he's been here in my community about 10 or 12 years. And so he stopped me. I'd never met him before. He lived right behind me. And he asked me about, because he'd heard about it from neighbors, and he asked me about my program for health, nutrition, weight loss, energy, youthful aging, things like that. And so he asked me about it, and he said he wanted to try it. And so he got on the product with me, and I coached him for a couple of months. And then, and I was walking in the community as well as being on the program. And so he caught me walking one time and he said, you know, can I walk with you? And I said, sure. So we started walking. And that was kind of our routine. He was on the program, I was coaching him, and we were walking. And we talked, and, you know, he was still grieving some, and so was I. And so we had some shared talks about that. And he lost, I think I told you this, he lost 60 pounds in 6 months. And he's 72. He'll be 73 in April. and he feels like he's 20 or 30 years younger. He has so much energy, and all of his pains and discomforts are gone. He can keep up to me walking. I told him that nobody in this community was able to keep up with me, and so I wished him luck. And now I have to run to keep up with him. We're still walking, and he outwalks me now, so good for him. And still nobody else can keep up in the community. They think they can, but they can't. So he lost 60 pounds. He feels great. And then we had a convention last August for our company, and that was in Florida. So we flew there together and with a couple of other friends, and we all rented one big house. And we had a ball there. It was just so much fun, and went to the event together. And if you saw us a while ago, we were on a swing, and that was at the event, and it was kind of fun. They had this huge swing there, kind of like the little. I'm sure you're all old enough. The Lily Tomlin thing, where I think it was Lily Tomlin, where she was in that great big chair. And she looked itty bitty in it. That's kind of how I felt in that swing, but it was fun. And so we've grown to know each other a little better. And we had Halloween, and he said, let's do they have a party at the clubhouse every year, and I normally don't go. And he said, he wanted to go, and let's dress up. And so it was all his idea, and we dressed up as hippies, and we took second place. And it was so much fun. There's pictures of that on my Facebook page as well. And we had a lot of fun with it. And so he's asked me out on a few dates, and mostly to the movies or for dinner out, and I've gone. And we spent New Year's Eve together, watching the movies and watching the ball drop, and had a glass of wine together. I only have wine like once or twice a year, and that was my time, and that was fun. And so I'm enjoying his company a lot, I guess, is the bottom line. And I really never, ever thought that I would be here. And I think one of the things that made it easier for me was that it was so gradual. And it wasn't something I was seeking. In fact, I ran from him because in the beginning, I thought that he was approaching me because he had an interest. And I'm like, no interest at all. I'm not going down that path. I had my 57 years, and I'm going through my grief, and I'm just not interested. Catherine Harris has been a great support and she's in our group, and she watches my videos, and she has gone through that. She had she lost her first husband, was in total shutdown and grief for 2 years, and then she met someone, and she was refusing, didn't want to get into it again, yet she did, and so she told that story, and that helped me feel a little better about it as I was, getting more interested in him. So he's a great guy. He's very kind. He's very supportive. And I'm appreciating his friendship and growing into more of a relationship. And so I'm enjoying that. And I hope that you guys will continue watching me, even though that is not what you would like to do for yourself. Wasn't what I was going to do either. I had no idea. And so I love you guys, and I hope that you will continue. We can still continue our journey together on YouTube and in our Facebook widows group that I started a few months ago. And which reminds me, if you want to be in the widows group, find me on Facebook and friend me. And you have to friend me because Facebook will not let me add you to a group unless we're friends. And so you have to friend me. And then I need you to private message me and tell me that you friended me and that you want in the widows group. because a lot of times the friend requests, I don't know, they get lost and I don't see them for a long time. And so friend me, message me and let me know you friended me and tell me you want in the widows group. And I can't wait to meet you if you're new to my channel and you come and see me and friend me and we can add you to the group. It's a great group of women in there that all are of like mind, and we're just really enjoying our time together. It's like one big support group to a degree. It doesn't take the place of your in-person grief share and things that you need to go to that I've talked about. And if you want more information on that, I can give you that again. I'd be happy to. So if you want in Facebook, in the widows group, let me know. We're really enjoying getting to know each other in there. And if you're new to YouTube, my channel, thank you for watching, and I hope that you will click the subscribe button and the little bell so you can be notified. And I have one more thing I wanted to share with you, but before I do that, I want to thank you if you're coming back and visiting me again and again. And I'm really grateful for you guys watching me and for the comments and the conversations that we have on this channel from your comments, and also joining me on Facebook. And I'm really getting to know everybody in there in the widows group, and I really enjoy getting to know you. So that was that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention real quick just before I let you go, and that is because I have talked about the weight loss and so on. I've lost 30 pounds and have more energy. I feel 20 years younger. I'm going to be 80 in May. And so I feel great. And if you think it might be something that you are interested in, make sure and let me know, because right now they're offering 10% discount and free shipping and a free box of an extra product, a surprise product that we have, as well as a $25 coupon for that product if you want to order it again. And that is only good until January 9th. The order has to be placed by the 9th before midnight Eastern Standard Time. And so if you're interested in losing weight or feeling younger, getting healthier, getting rid of some bad health habits that you might have, we also have an awesome collagen that I use daily that has helped me with my bone density and my skin and a lot of my hair. Oh my gosh, from COVID and everything, between the collagen and the hair pill for my hair, it's been incredible. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you let me know before the 9th so that I can help you get all those awesome discounts. And then we'll put you in a coaching group that we have where you can get all the information on everything and be supported by a lot of other people in there as well. So I have two groups that you can have a lot of fun in if you want to. So that being said, I think I talk kind of fast. I don't know. I just wanted to get it all in. Anyway, I hope you had a great New Year's and a Merry Christmas. And let me know what your plans are for January for 2023 and when you put Christmas away. All right. Remember, if nobody else tells you today, I love you. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.